delicious.
Well, hello there. Guess what? We're still here.
Episode 2.
We made it to episode 2. As much as a lot of up and downs in episode 1.
A lot of hiccups, but that's just the beginning.
Hey, how'd you feel?
Like we stuttered a couple times for sure. I didn't get my words and my points across the way I wanted to, but that's what improvement's for, right?
I hear you. I definitely misspoke a bunch of times. I said things that I might have not fully meant. But, in the end, we're still alive, right?
And a little spoiler, Nick rolls his R's in this episode.
What, episode what? I don't ever roll my R's. But anyway, thank you for coming back. If you've come back, if this is your first time here, thanks for joining us. Either way, I hope you enjoy the podcast that we have lined up for you today. Obviously, the Oscars was yesterday, so we're going to try to do a little bit of a celebrity-themed day where every story has some type of celebrity tie to it.
Most celebrities I'm not a fan of.
Drew doesn't even know half celebrities, let's be honest.
That's true. My pop culture background is no good.
Yeah, he would get fired from TMZ first day.
Thank God.
So we're going to go through a couple segments today, guys. First one's going to be a little bit of Would You Rather. The second one is going to be called Get Out of Here. And the last one is going to be Love It or Hate It. And that's going to be purely Oscars themed. So without further ado, we're going to start out with a little bit of Would You Rather. Now, I mean, it's impossible not to know about this guy and his story, but we're going to be talking a little bit about Teskashi 6ix9ine.
Fugazi.
He is what he is. But as everyone knows, he was hit with 47 years, a possible sentence of 47 years in prison. And from that, I think it's cut down to 0, maybe? Might be cut down to 0.
Yeah. Is it 0 though when you can't even be yourself anymore?
I know that
it's like almost worse.
I know that Master Splinter was a smaller rat than Teskashi 6ix9ine is.
That's true.
But at the same time, what would you have done? Really? Let's be real about this, because this is the real thing we want to talk about here. Snitching, the street code, rats, all this stuff. Like, would you rather go to jail for 47 years or snitch yourself to freedom?
I mean, when you're entering in a group like that, your loyalty has to be just so that they come first. Like you have to know what you're getting yourself into when you're joining a group like that or becoming affiliated with a group like that. Like, even to bring it back to like the Italian roots, like the saying "o muerta," which is silence in the mafia.
Is that like Costa Nostra over there?
Well, it's the same kind of thing, snitching and all that. But to me, once you're a part of those groups, they come first, and you should know what you're getting yourself into when you do it.
Well, to be fair though, like Costa Nostra literally had rules like if you even look or talk to someone's girl or you look and talk to someone's sister, they'll kill you.
Yeah, I would follow those rules to this day though.
Yeah, but at the same time, Tekashi's expected not to fucking snitch, and they're over here. His manager fucked his baby mother. They literally plotted to kill the kid. Now let me get this. Let me just full disclosure. I don't like Teskashi 6ix9ine.
The guy's got rainbow color hair. Who cares what anyone does to him?
Yeah,
he deserves it.
I mean, I don't think the hair really matters, but it is what it is. But honestly, I'm snitching.
Nah,
I don't even care. I'm not in that life, so I guess it's easier for me to say.
Right.
And I wouldn't get into that life. And you know why I wouldn't get into that life?
Because you're not an idiot with
rainbow
rainbow colored hair.
Because I'm fucking snitching.
No.
I'm fucking snitching. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to jail for 47 years for someone that fucked my baby mom. He might as well have fucked my kid.
Right. Well, I mean, I get that part, but like, it's more the whole gang. Like you're. It's not like he's only going against that guy. He's basically indicting the whole entire gang.
Yeah, I mean, hey, 47 years. You gotta say a lot of shit to get rid of 47 years.
Yeah.
You're telling me for a fact, if you were in that life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a loyal guy from that standpoint of if I gave you my word and like I'm affiliated with this group now, you have to. It comes back to me to the point of you have to know what you're getting yourself into. Any type of gang, when you get affiliated, that you might have to kill someone for initiation. You might have to rob, and that's why, like you said, I don't want any part of that. I don't want to be in that group. But if I am, like, the street code is a real thing.
But you literally just said, I'm loyal. If this is the thing about loyalty, are you loyal to a guy that fucks your baby mom? that plots to kill you.
Yeah, but it's not just him though. It's the whole group.
Well, there you go. The whole group is at fault on his side, at least, right?
Yeah.
Like, would you still feel loyalty if these people are really out to get you and your family?
Well, that's the difference, and that's why, like, even I don't know why I keep doing it, but I keep relating it to like the mafia with snitches. Is that if they were out there to kill you, a lot of rats in that group have snitched because they're like, oh, well, they were gonna kill me anyway, which I can understand. But I don't think Teskashi was like that. Like, they boosted his street cred. They gave him any type of like being cool in the streets look, and it's a tough situation.
I don't know.
It's definitely a tough situation.
I think the mafia is a whole nother story though, because like, and I'm not even saying
they're bred
like,
from the same cloth. Is it not a gang? I mean, a mafia
kinda.
is just a bigger gang.
But honestly, like at the top of the gang and at the top of the mafia, not even the top mafia, because the mafia really had a good organization in the sense that the rules were followed from top to bottom.
Right.
These were the rules. They didn't get dropped. Blah blah blah. And they had specific things you could and could not do.
Right.
Now, I'm not speaking on Bloods, Crips, whatever. I know this is a blood situation, but I know that there's a lot more respect up at the top than there is around the bottom. Like those soldiers don't get the same rights as
For sure.
generals, all that
For
kind
sure.
of stuff.
But that's like in any business. You got to work your way up to the top.
Well, it wasn't like that in the mafia, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, you had to work your way up, but like at the
started
same
as a
time, you
soldier,
were
and
expected to have the same. You were expected to follow the same rules as the top followed, and you were also given the same kind of. Obviously, you had to work your way, but like, even as an underling, if someone looked at your sister the wrong way, he was got.
Right.
So like, there was definitely a little more respect, I guess. I mean, it's all fucking criminal activity, and a lot of bad shit has happened from both groups, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm snitching. I don't know, man. I'm snitching, bro.
At the end of the day, you're snitching, no doubt.
I got a family. I got my family to worry about.
But what if you don't? What if you're a Tekashi situation?
He got a baby mom. He got kids. He got his mother. No, she's sketch. She's around. But like, what about his regular mother? You think his actual mother is some terrible woman? No. I don't know that she is, but I just know that she's not. But she hasn't done anything to get the attention.
You think they're gonna go after the mother? I don't think they'd go after the mother. They go after him.
You never know. I mean, it's just another trash.
I mean, at the end of the day, just
rapper.
don't get involved in groups like this.
Yeah, I mean,
if you had a brain, but like we were saying with a few other rappers that we know, is that when just be yourself. Like when you're trying to be this gangster and you're not, and you're looking for all this street cred when you don't really need it, it just brings about all these other problems. It's sick.
All right, so just one time for the viewers. You're not snitching?
No shot.
No shot.
No shot.
Well, guys, don't do anything bad around me, because I'm fucking telling.
Nick snitching.
All right? Don't fucking do it around me.
And speaking of that, on that note, we're going to transfer over to another Fugazi rapper and start the segment of Get the Hell Out of Here with Lil Pump. Can you believe that Harvard has actually, it's not 100% confirmed, so don't quote me on this, but supposedly Lil Pump, who I didn't even know until today. You had to tell me who he was.
Gucci Gang? Come on.
I don't even know who's in Gucci Gang, to be honest with you.
There is no pot. It's a song. That's
how
it's detached.
See?
True.
Look. A's laughing in the back.
But
he's doing the commencement speech for Harvard.
Yeah. So the short version of my answer is no. I can't believe that's a thing. I mean, honestly, it really feels like like someone shit on your porch. Mm-hmm. Like, you're gonna tell me that they're gonna put this guy who's like, what is he at this point? He's like 17, 18 maybe. How old is he?
Couldn't
actually?
tell you.
I don't know.
Couldn't even tell you.
He's old. Yeah, he's like around 17, 18. You're gonna put a guy that literally got popped off. He started popping off of one song on a SoundCloud. He never worked for anything in his life. You're gonna put him in front of these people that are paying fucking $100,000 a year to go to college to become doctors and lawyers and all this kind of stuff. And you're gonna put, what is he gonna say to them? Right. What does he say to them?
How can any of them relate to that? This dude's got pink, purple, blue, every color hair. He looks like a Fugazi. He probably is a Fugazi, and like you said, he just made one decent track.
Could you imagine though, like him coming up to like the Harvard commencement with like a double cup and like
lean in one hand?
Full, you get the pink and all the hair.
Oh,
and he's up there. And he's just like, hey, he's like, he's like, yeah, fuck whatever. I can't do sounds. I can't do a sound. He makes this little fucking sound.
I bet he can roll his R's.
He might be Spanish. He might be able to roll his R's, but he still shouldn't be at Harvard.
Where's he from?
Florida.
Is he Florida?
I think he's from Florida. or
like
just it doesn't really matter because when you're a rapper these days, you come out of nowhere.
Right.
All of a sudden, your social media feed's like, hey, just so you know, this is the rapper that's hot. You should know he's hot, and they'll be like, act like he's a person already.
Yeah, it's
You know, they grab him off of SoundCloud like freaking crabs in a bucket.
that's like this new generation though. Like they're so infatuated with these, for lack of better words, nut jobs that can make one decent song. And now like they're considered for a commencement speech at Harvard.
Well, that I mean, they definitely took this
Come
one
on.
too far. Like I get having a catchy track and all that, but they took his to the next level. Like I just can't see any tie. I can't even see a Harvard person that likes Lil Pump being like, oh, that's cool that they got him.
Right.
I mean, I'm still completely gonna say that I don't believe it.
And the other thing is he's younger than these graduates.
Well, he's younger than
He doesn't know
Yeah.
shit about life yet. All he knows is he made some money. He probably knows how to spend money very well, and it's just laughable to me.
Well,
I can't even imagine hearing this guy talking to Harvard graduates.
Well, the thing is, he has had success, but he had success kind of out of nowhere.
Right.
So, like, I don't know what you tell people that have been at Harvard for 8 years. Like, hey, you guys remember when you just made it out of nothing? And they're like, can you talk to Sally Mae about that? Like, my student loans? Like, there's no shot that we just, what, like you said, what's the relation? What about Lil Pump is going to pump you up to do well in life?
For me, nothing. I didn't even know who he was.
Well, obviously, you can't, you can't, look up to a
But
ghost.
what's a Harvard graduate? I feel like I would have more in common with a rapper than a Harvard graduate, and I don't want to hear that fool.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt you have much in common with Lil Pump in general.
Thank God.
But I would assume you could have some stuff in common with a Harvard graduate.
Yeah, maybe.
What is Harvard anymore? It's all bullshit. School's bullshit. It's all nonsense.
Money pit.
I know. We're paying student loans till we're fucking 80. And am I using my degree? Nope. Only people using their degrees are doctors and lawyers. Like I said before, doctors, lawyers, people like that need that education to even do their job.
I just had this conversation with my mom in the car today about that. It's like, why are there not schools that are just specialized for things that you want to do? Everything you learn in school, I think Craig actually brought up a good point the other day of why don't they put in classes where it's like, here's how to buy a house, here's how to get a loan, here's how to raise your credit score,
Here's how to do your taxes.
Here's how you do taxes. Here's how you do things that you actually need in life rather than what's the square root of 530,000. Like, fuck that.
It's 124.
Thanks.
No, I don't know. I just make shit up. But no, that's funny. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no.
Drawing blanks, man.
Yeah, I drew a little blank there because
It's all that ginger ale you're drinking.
It's all that ginger ale. I wasn't feeling good today.
We were gonna make Nick eat mayo-filled sandwiches and tuna fish, but his stomach couldn't hold up.
I don't know how that become make Nick eat. It
Yeah,
was
they were
gonna
your
be a whole
punishments.
thing. I mean, Drew loves to get ahead. He's just gonna, if we let Drew talk for too long, he's gonna give all our surprises away before
right.
every episode. You know?
Right. All right, my mouth's sealed.
Well,
Lips are shut.
it's okay, dude. I don't hate you yet.
Not yet.
But yeah.
Can you believe the fucking Oscars?
Yeah, I can't believe the Oscars. Believe everything about the Oscars. But yeah, I mean, I guess that is good. We should talk about this because we should get into the third segment. So, like I said before, we're gonna do a little hate it or love it. The underdog's on top. So I'm gonna give you a few of the events that happened in the Oscars. We're gonna talk about them. You're gonna tell me if you hate it or love it. I'm gonna tell you if I hate it or love it, and then we're just gonna, like I said, just gonna discuss it a little bit.
I hate it all.
You hate? Well, yeah, you might be a hater. You ever gone to the doctor for that?
Twice. They diagnosed me with hatred.
We just hate
Severe hatred.
Terminal
for
hate.
Fugazis.
Terminal hatred.
Terminal hatred for Fugazis.
That's hilarious. So yeah, we'll start off with for anybody that didn't watch the Oscars. There's an actor. His name's Billy Porter. He is a homosexual black actor. He wore on the red carpet this velvet reddish
fucking
tuxedo.
gown. He wore a gown.
It's with a gown attachment to it, which after walking the red carpet, he took off, and it was just a tuxedo for the rest of the night.
So Fugazi.
So, I mean, do I even have to ask hater to love it for Andrew? Hey, hater to love it, Andrew.
Oh my gosh, like it's just so much is done for attention, and like it has nothing to do with, because the first thing people are gonna say, oh, you don't like gay people. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's why do you need to do that to look for attention, especially if he wasn't gonna wear it the whole night? He clearly did it just for attention, because he knew the only time that people would even care what he looks like is on the red carpet.
So I don't know if you know this. So show business is
Fugazi.
about attention.
Right.
Literally, it's like going to, it's like you were at you yell at the mailman when he comes to your thing, goes, I can't believe you're coming to my mailbox. Like, what do you mean? That's his job to come to your mailbox. That's the Oscars. That's an actor. He has to bring attention. He has to build his brand. He has to be able to create news. And we're talking about him. I mean, we're nobody, but everyone's talking about it.
But like, why is it all gotta be like that? Like even the Jussie Smollett thing, like it's all so attention driven. So just they'll do anything now for attention. Nothing feels authentic in the showbiz industry. Nothing.
But like it's showbiz. It's literally about faking things for entertainment.
Yeah, but it hasn't always been like that.
What do you mean it hasn't always been like that? Name one time it wasn't like that.
I just feel like people were authentic back then.
Name one.
Well, are we considering like the music industry the same as showbiz? Everything?
No.
Okay.
But it is very in this day and
Similar.
age. In this day and age, it's very similar. But back then, I think it was a little different. I think there was definitely more to earn in music back then than there is now.
Well, even like some actors, like Johnny Depp's an interesting guy for sure, but
Johnny Depp's wild.
But I don't see him going out doing like he doesn't dress like a pirate when he's walking down the red carpet or something looking for attention. It's just who he is. Like he feels authentic to me. These people these days just feel so just looking for so much attention. They're like crazed for it. They'll do anything. They'll look like a fool, and it's just not real to me.
I'm gonna have to pull up some pictures of Johnny Depp for you. Johnny Depp's done some outlandish.
Some shit.
He does some outlandish stuff before.
But like to
They
me,
all
he
do.
just feels authentic because that's who he is. Like he's an interesting guy, very eccentric guy.
Well, my question would be, what's Billy Porter like?
I don't. All I know is that
Because you're letting Johnny Depp get off on his personality. He's a homosexual male that wore a gown attachment,
which is fine.
But see,
being a homosexual male, but like, do you need to wear the gown?
It's for attention. It's for show business.
Right. It's for attention though. That's what it keeps coming back.
But that's
it
the
doesn't
point
feel
of
real.
that.
Doesn't feel real.
But
does
that's
he wear
the realest
a gown?
part. That's the realest thing.
Does he walk around the street wearing a gown?
Do any of the stars walk around wearing gowns or tuxedos?
No, because he's the first one to ever do it.
No. But no one dresses how they dress at the Oscars out in public.
Right,
So
but
it's
still geared towards their style.
If you say so. I mean, maybe that's Billy Porter's style.
No.
Maybe. You never know.
Attention. All for attention.
Well, we know Drew hates it.
Hate it.
Honestly, I don't hate it or love it. I just understand. I just get it. It's what it is. What it is. It's the Oscars. It's celebrities. It is what it is. He did it. He got the attention. We talked about it. If this was his point, he got his point across. He accomplished what he went to accomplish.
Yuck.
I don't hate it. But yeah,
I fucking hate it.
It is what it is. So we're gonna go to our second one. We're gonna talk a little bit about Lady Gaga and her speech / reaction. She won Best Original Song for the song from A Star Is Born. Obviously, her first Oscar. She was very flustered. She was crying. She was a little hysterical. She was excited. She gave us what I thought was a good speech after. I think that if I ever won anything, I think that's the speech I would have gave.
No shot. Drama queen.
So
complete drama queen.
What do you mean?
She oh my God! I feel like she.
What is it?
Doesn't she just cry walking down the street? Like she could be like sitting at a cafe drinking coffee and she'd be crying.
What?
She's always so over dramatic. I'm so over her.
Lady
her
Gaga.
And Teskashi 6ix9ine could just be out of the news forever, and I'd be so happy.
Lady Gaga is
a talent.
No, she's one of the most
Very
talented people.
No one's disagreeing with that. But she's so over dramatic.
I thought it was authentic. I thought her reaction to winning her first Oscar was very authentic.
Was her moment with Bradley Cooper authentic?
Oh man, for his wife's sake, I hope not, because she had to watch that the whole time, and they have those "we did it before" eyes.
See,
they have something might have happened.
And that to me was the most authentic moment of Lady Gaga. Was
the stare into Bradley? You thought that was the realest thing?
Yes.
Oh, that's acting.
No.
What? Are you serious?
Like you said, they have history.
No, it's rough. But
They
first
got
of all,
history.
well, yeah,
I would be more. I mean,
I've never looked at anyone like. Oh, I don't say
I've never looked at anyone.
I've
like
never
that,
looked at
ever.
anyone like that. That I've never. You know.
And still never looked at anyone like that.
Well, you need to fix
That
your
was
look then.
real.
No, yeah,
That
it was something. They definitely there was a deep stare.
And weren't they like chanting "kiss, kiss, kiss"?
Oh, I don't know. I think where'd you get that?
Someone said they were chanting "kiss, kiss, kiss" at the Oscars. Can you imagine being Bradley Cooper's wife, or what is it, his girlfriend?
I think it's his wife.
Girlfriend or wife, whatever she is.
Whatever she is.
Craig, wife.
Wife.
Then I'd
Could you imagine
really be
being
upset.
the gorgeous woman that was Bradley Cooper? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't think she has something to worry about. I think whatever happened has already happened. If it did.
My God. Well, that's why you can't trust these actors.
But either way, coming back full circle, I'm going love it for the Lady Gaga. I think Lady Gaga's awesome. I think what she did was awesome. She performed at the thing. She killed it. She has a voice. She has a great voice. When she first came out and it was like the poker face stuff and all that, I was like, now that was attention. That's like, okay, we're gonna wear all these crazy things and do all this stuff. And then I started seeing her progress. She was in movies and TV. She was in American Horror Story. Her character, she was awesome. I thought that she should just be part of it. I know then she started transitioning to acting. That's why she got this big move with.
She's definitely becoming more authentic to what she should have stayed the whole time. Like I thought she was dope. When you see videos of her in like cafes and what was it, like nightclubs, or not even nightclubs, but like little lounges and stuff where she was singing beforehand, she was awesome. She was and she's still a great talent.
Oh,
there's no one second guessing that. Unbelievable musician. She can act, can do a lot of things, but to me, I just don't. I don't need her. I don't need to see as much of her as I do.
She also killed that national anthem for the Super Bowl a couple years back.
Yeah, she's dope. A dope talent.
All right,
Drama queen for sure.
Well,
I hate it.
Drew hates it. I love it, and we're just gonna live with that. And so we can get to our third and final piece, which is going to be just the overall experience of Spike Lee at the Oscars. Now, just so you know, there's two main things that happened with Spike Lee that people are talking about. One is that he gave his acceptance speech, and it was it's Black History Month, so it was driven on the fact that we've, kind of like so much has happened. This, his grandmother is the daughter of a former slave. He, we still got a long way to go. He talked about the elections coming up and that we need to be on the right side of the election and blah, blah, blah. The other thing that happened was that now granted, he won the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay, which was Spike Lee's first Oscar ever, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Ridiculous.
It is crazy.
So I can understand a little animosity. But here's what happened. He was also up for Best Picture. Now, Green Book won Best Picture, which is
Green Book or Brook?
Green Book.
Craig, can we get a confirmation on
No,
that?
it's definitely. Not Green Book, not the town down the
My
street.
bad. You know my pop culture.
I know. So Green Book won, and Spike Lee was pissed. They said Spike Lee tried to walk out of the theater. He didn't get out of the theater, so he went back to his seat, and they said Spike Lee kind of turned his back towards the stage while they were accepting their award. So those are the two main things that happened with Spike Lee, and obviously everyone's talking about it today. So
it's like a 5-year-old child with these things. Like someone must have bullied Spike Lee when he was real young, and he still hasn't gotten over it. And I met the guy, arrogant guy, very arrogant guy. I have a lot of things in common with him. Love the Knicks, love the Giants. I met him actually outside of a Giants game, and we're just like, Spike, like, man, love you, like, love our Knicks, love our Giants. And he like basically was like, like, just shut up, kid. Just shut up. So I kind of have a little biased opinion towards him after personally meeting him, but I just feel like he's someone who either he was bullied or like something happened to him and he still hasn't gotten over it, and he's got to be what, almost 70 now.
He's older for sure. I mean, I don't.
How can you have that much animosity towards everyone?
I think Spike Lee. First of all, like I said before in his speech, he even said how close of a lineage he is. I'm sorry, how close his generation is, how far removed he is from slavery, which isn't far at all. So he comes up. Obviously, he's older too. So he comes up in a time where, which is why all his movies have some type, not all of them, but most of them have some type of racial piece to them.
Right.
Do the Right Thing was all about the Italian pizza shop owner and the black people in the neighborhood, and the fact that they just got to the point where tensions got so high that things went to shit.
Right.
So he's always had this kind of theme, but also I think he's also dealt with this throughout his whole life. You're talking about Spike Lee, Spike fucking Lee just won his
crazy.
first Oscar.
I mean, he's an unbelievable director.
And remember, we're not that far removed from the whole Academy Awards are racist thing. because they weren't given.
Well, the Academy Awards probably are racist.
But now they're trying to make up for it. I thought yesterday was specifically diverse. I'm sorry, not specifically, purposely diverse. I think they purposely gave things to make it as diverse as possible. I'm not saying anyone didn't deserve what they got.
I need to know who's really giving these awards out. Like who votes on this, and like whose vote matters.
The Academy.
But like who's in the Academy? How many people? How many?
I think it's
votes
Xavier's Academy for Gifted Children.
10 white guys? I'm done with you. 10 white guys. Is it half black, half white? Is it just?
Oh, I have no idea.
Voting?
That's a good question.
Who the hell is voting for these?
They should live vote on these.
They should.
No, we can't, because then we wouldn't be surprised. But I don't know.
To me though, like I get it. Like he's very close to that whole fucked up lineage that America fucking grew up on, which is sick. But I would take like the Drake approach. Like this shit doesn't matter. It's just someone's opinion saying that your movie was better than the next.
You're hilarious for saying that, because that was almost pretty much the Lady Gaga approach, which is this isn't what it is about. It's about the grind. It's about the fact that all the things you had to do to get here.
Yeah, but she's saying that and just crying like a baby, and just I just felt so unauthentic. And I know you hate me for saying it and all this, but she just doesn't come authentic to me. She's not it. And maybe it's because they had her trying to be this different person her whole career until recently. And recently, I've liked her more than I used to like her. Like you said, what's her old song?
I don't know. Poker Face, stuff like that.
Poker Face, one of those.
Although the remix was dope.
I don't know.
What? With Kid Cudi in them?
I will boycott a song when I know that
Common, Kanye West, and Kid Cudi?
Any song that has Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, usually Lady Gaga, Teskashi 6ix9ine, there's a list.
Well, before you said Teskashi and 6ix9ine, you're missing out on some stuff. But I'm going to let that go, because you got to be who you got to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't need that.
So just real
Give
quick,
me the
though.
G's. Where's the big A's of the world?
Well, we need more big A's.
Way more.
You know what I mean? But what you going to do, you know? We don't make those decisions. The Academy does.
Right, which is run by a bunch of fugazis.
Yeah, I mean, again, you talk very confident about people you don't know. And I try not to. Yeah,
no, you're just a nicer person than I am.
I just feel humans.
You're empathetic.
I'm very empathetic. I feel for everybody.
Most.
That, and this isn't even a topic, but I just need to say it. And I'm pissed that I didn't grab the woman's name. The woman that won Best Actress, amazing. Awesome.
I wish I knew.
Just if you get a chance, if anybody gets a chance, you didn't see it, watch her acceptance speech. Sweetheart, funny, for something called the Favorites. The Favorites? Olivia? Oh, like my niece. Olivia Colman.
Okay.
She was awesome. She literally, she got up there. You want to talk authentic? Go watch that speech.
Authentic.
She felt like I wasn't getting choked up, but I could see how someone would get choked up listening to her. You know what I mean? She was good. So I would definitely check that out.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, so final thoughts on Spike Lee. Hate it or love it? Go ahead. Just say it. Just say it.
I guess I hate it, but even his speech, like he was reading off all these words, like nothing about it was authentic. He was like stuttering with words. It just felt like he was out there just to be to kind of divide people almost in a way. I just didn't love it.
What do you mean divide people? He literally told people we got to all be together. We got to make sure we do the right thing.
Yeah,
he gave a whole background about slavery and shit.
And turn your back on other people.
No.
To do all
that part,
so
but you could hate the one thing and not hate the other thing.
So what are we talking? I hate the fact that he sat there like a 5-year-old child who didn't get his way.
No. I wouldn't have done that.
I hate that.
I think that was a bad move.
About
I think that was salty, and I hear that that's a bad move. I don't think there's anything wrong with his speech though.
No, except for his articulation of his words.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if he couldn't read the words or if he was feeling emotion. I don't know what exactly it was.
No, his speech, I'm not hating on his speech. I'm hating on his actions.
Although I am cracking up that Trump had the nerve to tweet at him.
Well,
about
another joke.
He tweeted about him about using the notes and being racist. It was just hilarious. We won't get into it. I just thought it was funny that that's a thing. You know what? Actually, on that note, before we get into it, let's actually kind of cut out for that. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. As always, we're going to leave you with a song of the day from an up-and-coming artist that you may not have heard about. And for today, that's actually going to be our in-studio boy.
Studio producer. Slash artist. Slash
whatever
Vader.
You need. So this is we're going to leave you with Correct's song. That's Correct, Korect. And it's called In the Sky.
Arroz Con Leche.
Until next time.
break it down, roll it up, light the end, ash it. Puff it once, puff it twice, know the rule, pass it. My blunt hit like Cassius, pull strong like Tyson. Have you wondering where you went? North Dakota State by zone. I'm right on time though, time zone, East Coast, West Coast. My sunrise and some guys my e-host. All about my money, so I always keep it C-note. I'm Scarface and the fucking Godfather, Al Pacino. Roll the Gotti with the body, we chopped it up like karate. She call me Mr. Miyagi, I wax it on in the Rari. I wax it off in the lobby, I order an Uber. I tip them 20 to scoop you, then I get back to the future. Like a young Marty McFly, pardon if I happen to drive down the 9. Roll up a joint and get high, that ain't a bird or a plane, that's just me in the sky. I'm with the crew, what you gonna do? I'm gunning the summer, so don't act a fool for I run up on someone at sunup. Cause maybe my come up could come if that someone was shit.
I put another L in the sky. So high, I ain't never coming down. 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 I said I put another L in the sky. So high, I ain't never coming down. I ain't never coming down. I ain't never coming down. I ain't never coming down.
Cause down there, shit's real dark, so I gotta find a way to light up. I'm just hoping that I live to see a day when all my homies got a way to keep the pockets filled up. But for now, I'm just filling up Dutches like a full gas tank at every L. That sour diesel all in my blunt, I bet you could tell from the smell. I've been smoking so much weed, you would think I'm Cheech or Chong. I just wrote another L and then I wrote another song. Oh Lord, the weed is hitting hard like a head to the pavement or a pass from Brett Favre. That's Green Bay, I packed that. I rolled up a fat sack. That's BJ, Raji, no Reggie in my knapsack. I'm past that, I passed that. Then lit another and ashed that. Then sat back, my high rose. I'm on the climb, no NASDAQ. I'm all about my greenery. It helps me with the misery of putting up with corny motherfuckers and their inquiries. And please don't take this bitterly and go and try to shit on me, cause that would be the day that I came down to cause some injury.
I put another L in the sky. So high, I ain't never coming down. 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 I said I put another L in the sky. So high, I ain't never coming down. 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 I said I put another L in the sky. So high, I ain't never coming down. 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 I said I put another L in the sky. So high, I ain't never coming down. I ain't never coming down. I ain't never coming down. I ain't never coming down.
Delicious.